Hi, I'm a malignant narcissist, and here are some signs of my narcissism that I showed in childhood. As a disclaimer, please do not use this video to self-diagnose, especially if you're a minor. When I was around 15, I completely and 100% knew, without a doubt, that I would be president in 2040. I often fantasized about my rich and luxurious future that I knew I was going to have, so that one day I could come back and rub it in my entire hometown's face. I often drew things where I was like this leader and there were a bunch of dead people beneath me. When I was in history class, I used to sit there and fantasize about how I was going to end up in the history books, and then kids generations down the line would learn about me in their history class. I believed that I needed to stay alive because I had some greater special purpose and I was going to be famous. In middle school, I would draw different ways of my teacher dying every single class period and show my friends and brag about it. It was some Final Destination shit. As young as age 10, I fantasized about bringing to school. Not that I would have ever done it. I fantasized about being an evil dictator and taking over the country. I never once questioned this until I was an adult, but I genuinely thought empathy and sympathy were just an act that people put on. I did not think they were actual feelings. I thought it was an act of common courtesy. I constantly got into arguments with other kids and with adults because I had to be right and get my way. I bullied some other students, and I was also bullied. I knew without a doubt that I was on the same level as Einstein and Isaac Newton. I chronically disrespected authority and absolutely could not stand being told what to do. I had a habit of walking out of class whenever I wanted to, just cause I felt completely entitled to take and steal whatever the hell I wanted from anybody, including other people, stores, etc., and I figured it wasn't a problem unless I got caught. I never learned from my mistakes. I just took those mistakes as learning experiences to try to be better at whatever bad behavior I was doing. I always had a deep desire for revenge. I could be very mean to other kids, especially at a really young age, and as I got older, I think in around 6th grade, it actually turned into me doing some illegal behavior to get revenge. I hardly remember this, but I know I did used to physically hit my sister whenever I would get frustrated or angry with her. I was super protective over my stuff. I absolutely hated the idea of sharing and did not like to share and would just fight anybody on it. I enjoyed seeing other people in pain and other people being punished. I would get really angry if somebody had similar interests and hobbies and talents as me because those were my thing and nobody else could do it, and if they did do it, it felt like they were stealing something from me that I owned. In early high school, a friend of mine went 100% no contact with me, where she wouldn't even talk to me in person or acknowledge my existence. My self-worth was entirely based in my intellect, bragging all the fucking time. And I was frequently called a narcissist, but I just convinced myself that everybody was jealous and that there was nothing wrong with being narcissistic.